Saturday the 9th of March 2024 at Molineux, it finished Wolves 2, Fulham 1, and Wolves continue their trend this season of, after a bad defeat, bouncing back, because we've seen that recently, because we got thraped at Newcastle 3-0 last week and we bounced back here, and after the defeats against Man United and Brentford recently, when we were just wondering if it was the start of a bad run, thankfully the Wolves continue to show a lot of character and bounce back against the odds. The first thing to notice today was that we played a 4-4-2 formation. Well, that's how we started anyway, because it's usually 5-3-2, but he started with 4-4-2, and with the win today, it's up to 41 points, 8th, and hopefully that's enough points to keep us safe, because last season we finished on 41 points also, and we ended up in 13th place, but we still have got about 9 or 10 games left to go, so that's veritable riches. But the disappointing thing, obviously, which we're all going to say, is that with a squad so thin, and with Cunha and Wang already out, and we let the forwards Fabio go to Rangers on loan, and then Sasha injured himself, his recurrence of his ACL injury. We've got a very thin squad, and I don't mean about their physiques, by the way, but Nathan Fraser got his first start, so that's good for him. But the Bellegarde and Neto done their injuries, and that's not looking good for the FA Cup semi-final next week, because Neto is not long come back off the one hamstring injury, but apparently this was his other hamstring, and when you do hamstrings you're not usually back the next game, so it looks like he's going to be out for a bit. The only silver lining is that there's no more league games for about another 3 weeks, because the cup next week and then there's international break, so they shouldn't be missing too many league games. And it looks like, well, they say that Cunha is back sprinting, so he could be back in the team very soon. And today Wolves showed a lot of character, because Fulham, they come here full of confidence. I think they've won about the last 3 out of 4, and the last away game they won away at Old Trafford. I know we should have on the first day, but we didn't. But they won well at Man United with a late winner. And the first game what we played against them, we conceded 2 controversial penalties, so it was nice to beat them. Yeah, Cunha is close to return. But Fulham, I'm glad that they didn't have their shooting boots on, because in the first half, I'm glad they didn't, but they could have buried us if they'd have took their chances, but they didn't. But with all those injuries to forwards, it's a good job our fullback stepped up, because the goals today were Cunha and Semedo, although Semedo's, I've heard that they're giving it as a Kearney own goal. But it was a workmanlike performance, because some of the games that I've been to, like where we've home against Chelsea, in the FA Cup against Brighton, against Brentford, there's other games as well, against Chelsea at Molineux Christmas Eve, Wolves have had to roll up their sleeves and work really hard, and today was one of those. We were under the cosh a bit, and having said that, in the second half we didn't concede as many chances. Adama Traore came on, he was glad that he didn't score. Raul Jimenez, he was out injured, so he didn't play. Would have been nice to see him. But up to 41 points in 8th, and FA Cup game. The disappointing thing is that I'm a club member, and the tickets went on sale yesterday, the 8th, and I rang up, and they haven't even gone on sale to the members of the public, but the members, they're all sold out, so it looks like I'm going to miss the FA Cup game, having gone to the previous 2 home ones, the ones against Brentford and the ones against Brighton. But what can I do? So the next game is a home in the quarter-finals against Coventry, FA Cup next Saturday, and if we win that, it's through to Wembley. And the next league game is not until we go to Villa Park for the game against Aston Villa. So we hope that by that time that Cunha is back up and running, maybe Wang. Neto won't be, but let's hope for the best. Up to 41 points, 8th. Gary O'Neill's doing a great job. Up the Wolves, thanks, bye.